Hello, this is George from Ophora. We're gonna go over faucets real quick. This one specifically, or a faucet we usually carry on our, or something similar to this on our BioRenew. So here's our faucet. We're gonna look at the back. So for the instructions for this guy, it's gonna be the installation of the standard faucet here. It's gonna be the first person here. So there's our instructions here, what it comes with, and here are two options on how to install the tubing off of the RO. So you're gonna have two options if you have 1/4 inch or you have 3/8 inch tubing here. So let me go over how this works. So you should get a faucet, right? And then the faucet will come with several parts. Take this off. So that off. So the faucet's gonna come with this piece here. Should have an O-ring on the bottom. See, there's an O-ring right here. We're looking at this piece right here, the escutcheon, and then the O-ring right on the bottom of it. So here's the O-ring. So right underneath that is the countertop. So here's the faucet. The piece should go in here first, like so. And then after that, your countertop should be here. So we'll pretend that the countertop is right here. We'll just pretend it's right here. So that's where it would sit, on top of the countertop. Remember, there's an O-ring in here. There's an O-ring in there. So let's get that back on there. And then off of the instructions here, we have the rubber washer and a plastic washer. So here's the plastic washer. If you notice, it says, please make sure the convex surface faces downside. So here's the convex side. So put it right here. We're gonna pretend that right here is our counter. So I'll leave space right there, and then after the plastic washer is the rubber washer, which is right here. Put the rubber washer on there. And that's where the rubber washer goes. We're gonna pretend still that there's a countertop here. And then after that, we have our star washer and mounting nut. So here's our star washer. Right here. And then our mounting nut here. So this is what will hold the faucet in place. So there's a countertop right. We're pretending there's countertop right here. And then we will just tighten this till we had no more till it's tightened on there. So let's pretend this is the countertop. Just push this down, and then I'm just tightening it till it's tightened and it's not moving anymore. So we're just pretending that there's a countertop right here. So what we've done so far is the plastic washer, the rubber washer, the star washer, and the mounting nut. So here's where we get to the where your options are. We have a 3/8 inch tubing we can do, or we could do a 1/4 inch tubing we can do. If you want to do the 1/4 inch tubing, you're gonna get some extra parts here. So for that, we have a 1/4 inch gasket, a 1/4 inch cone washer, a 1/4 inch compression nut, and a 1/4 inch tube. This tube will be the one that's coming off the manifold and feeding the faucet itself. So to do this, let's look at the instructions. So let's pretend this is the tube underneath my sink, and I'm gonna connect my faucet finally. So I'm gonna grab this guy. It's see, it's a little it's kind of like a little, what's it called? It's called a 1/4 inch gasket. So this sits inside of the tube. So it sits inside the tube. Then what you want to do After that is grab your compression nut. Make sure this side is down and put that in there. And then you want your quarter inch cone washer. Here it is, quarter inch cone washer. Stick it in there inside of the compression nut. So now the compression nut is inside. The quarter inch cone washer is inside the quarter inch compression nut. So we have this made. Okay, so after that we would install it here, like so. We put the tube inside, and then we'd start tightening in it. And then pretend this is where the counter is, and this is where you would feed off of. So this is how the quarter inch works. That's how the quarter inch works. So let's remove the quarter inch. This is if you have quarter inch. I'm gonna remove the tubing. So you see, as soon as I put the tubing in, and I did that. Alrighty, so I pulled it off. There's our cone washer and our quarter inch gasket inside. And then here's the compression nut on the outside. Now let's go over the 3/8 push-in fitting adapter. So here's the 3/8 push-in faucet adapter. It doesn't come included with this faucet, so I always try to throw it in whenever I can. So here's a 3/8 push-in faucet connector. It's easier to do this one, so it's just this one piece, and then you just probably put some tape around here and just tighten it. And it's just simply as tightening it, and then once you tighten it, if you have 3/8 inch tubing, this one's for you. So then you can just push it in all the way. There we go. So that's how the 3/8 inch one tubing works. So you have options. Or here's the quarter inch is smaller than 3/8. So it really depends on what you have underneath your sink. You have either option. So here's the end. So I'm gonna end the video now because pretty much went over everything. We went over what's included inside of the faucet, how it's put together, and our options for the inlet, which are 3/8 and quarter inch tubing. So hope this video helps, and goodbye.